instructor. It is Thursday. It's a 4-day weekend, Labor Day, but also there are a lot of dangers. So what I'm going to do is first show you what you need to do. We're in the vehicle. Obviously, it's still really hot. And I'm going to put on my seatbelt. Always put on your seatbelt first. It's super important. You do not want to be thrown from the vehicle. A lot of people this Labor Day weekend will not return home because they lost their lives. So I want to show you and answer some of your questions and tell you what you need to do. So I'm in the vehicle, my seatbelt is on. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my mirrors. I want to see the rear window in the mirror. I want to frame it. My driver's side, I'm going to push the button. I want to see it out a little bit to the door handles. The same with the right of the passenger. So I'm in. Now I'm going to go ahead. I have a push to start. It has something called a key fob. And if you lose these, they're $250 to $500. So don't lose your key fob. And the batteries do wear out. So you should keep one at home and you should have one with you. Don't carry them both. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my foot on the brake. I'm gonna start the vehicle. Business is good. Driver's ed is always great. People, teens, adults, post-COVID, private lessons, there are more people than I can actually handle. A driving school is a good business. It's a lot of hours. You have to have really good employees who are good with people, who have a good sense of humor, who enjoy really teaching. I am a teacher also. I teach science. And just really connecting with all the people who you want to teach. So I teach class. Normally I drive anywhere from 25 to 36 kids every 6 weeks, and adults, private lessons. I administer the test. I take the papers over to the main office. It's a lot involved. Basically, I'm an independent contractor. So it's Thursday. It's 5:12 Eastern Standard Time. What does this mean? People are tired. They want to go home. Got to get toilet tissue, got to get chicken. Gas is low in the car. So people are very impatient. And when I drive students at this time, I tell them some of the things that they're going to be dealing with. People who are impatient, people who will tailgate you even if you're driving at the speed limit. The speed limit is there for a reason, to be safe. People who drive over the limit, they're going to usually run lights. They're going to cut in and out of traffic, which you've seen. I try to teach my students not to run lights. We want to drive at the speed limit typically. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I want to go live more, really show you a perspective of driving, helping you. I've just been really tired the last few days, but I'm human just like you. And I want to go live more. So I decided to go live and just connect with you and show you the real life driving environment. No one wants to really drive at this time. Right? Question, not to be nervous. Okay, I'm gonna give you some real life tips. If you were in with me right now, I would tell you, okay, we're gonna have the air conditioning on. We'll have the music down low. I'm gonna get you nice and cool and comfortable. Then I'm gonna take you through some general areas and get you comfortable with turning. I would prepare you for these type of heavy traffic. I'm not just going to throw you in rush hour traffic. That's not a good thing to do for beginning drivers because you're going to be overwhelmed. People are going to be honking the horn, and next thing you know, you're going to flip out. That's not good for you. That's not good for me. So I'm going to prepare you and take your time. Are you, in your late teens, early 20s, early 30s? You want to learn at your own pace, and I'm very understanding of that. And during my career, it's about serving people. So I'm going to take you through this process. So I'm going to switch the screen. My battery is low, so I'm going to try to do as much as I can. So I'm going to switch screens. I'm going to turn you to the outside view and keep those questions coming. Okay, this is the outside view. Excuse me, I hit the wiper, and that does happen. So these people will run lights. These people won't use blinkers. These people will turn in the wrong lane. I'm trying to teach you the right fundamentals so we can be safe. So there's a lot going on here, more than the average eye. And as an instructor, I think about safety. Okay, you just see an intersection. I see possible conflict points, pedestrians, bicyclists, these cars making a right turn, there's something called a right hook. If we get out and walk, they may not look and run us over. If we're riding our bike, we need to ride with the flow of the traffic. If you are a pedestrian and there's a sidewalk provided, you need to walk your butt on the sidewalk, okay? If there's no sidewalk, you walk against the flow of the traffic. If you're riding a bike, you ride with the flow of the traffic. So there's so many teachable moments, and I try to pick one or two of those elements and teach you. So if we look long enough, you're going to see cars running lights. If we look long enough, you're going to see people trying to do a last minute decision. Like this young lady, she just let down her window. She's got a dream catcher hanging from her mirror. We could get a ticket from that. You need to examine drivers. Are they young? Are they old? Are they teen drivers? Are they driving a fast car, a slow car, a big truck? Those types of vehicles give you elements. This lady's looking to the left in that black car. That's what I need you to do. You're looking, and then she goes in the first lane. That's what I need you to do. Are we scanning the intersection? This truck, blinkers on. You're going to see him or her. He's looking to the left in this big semi truck. He's going to wait till his green arrow, and then he's going to turn in the nearest lane. That is so important that you turn in the nearest lane. Beginning drivers don't know where to turn. I was on social media yesterday. Turn in the nearest lane. It facilitates a smoother flow of traffic. There's the truck. They make wide turns. We will not turn left until the truck clears, okay? So you're seeing all these people. Some people are laying back. Some people are sitting up in the seat. Some people are eating. Some people are asleep. You've got to pick up what type of drivers are in these vehicles, and that will help you in your defensive driving mechanism. So I'm going to back up. 21 years old. Now, okay, I will help you. Whatever skill set you have, I will help you, right? I'm very committed. I want to show you something. There is a Corvette. I'm going to try to zoom out. There's a Corvette. Ask you a question behind the wheel. I just caught that. I will definitely, let me zoom back out again. Okay, I'm looking around, checking there's a car behind me. It just came by me real fast. I will catch it during the replay and I will send you a message. Okay, keep those messages coming. So I'm looking around. I'm gonna hit the camera. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm backing up. I have a backup camera right down here where I'm looking. I have to look around. Okay, I want to show you something else. That vehicle, hit it again. That Range Rover had to back up. They were blocking the crosswalk. A person, a pedestrian, that classic car, someone's going to zoom by real fast and hit that gas. Both people are on the phone in that Range Rover. They're not paying attention. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. I will read your comment and I will reply back to you. So I'm scanning the intersection. You're scanning the intersection. We're looking together. Now I'm going to go ahead and back up. I'm going to switch the camera. Okay, I'm looking. There's a person behind me. You're going to see him walk. There he is. If I don't look, I just ran over a person. There's a guy on a motorcycle to my left. You're going to hear it. Listen. If I don't look, I run him over. Also, he doesn't have a helmet on. So why would you have, you hear it? Why would you, he's in the wrong gear. You don't know how to ride. Why would you not put a helmet on and you have maybe 1,000cc bike? That doesn't make sense. Wear your helmet, okay? And those of you who want to get a motorcycle, get that motorcycle endorsement. It's a long process. I had a lot of students, a lot of my female students who want to ride those leader bikes, those fast bikes. Get your motorcycle endorsement. It's a long process. There's nothing wrong with it, but you have to be safe, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the long way, get in a lot of traffic, take the expressway back. So I'm going to show you some of the questions that I have. So the first question is, how do I back up? You've got to put your right hand on the passenger seat. See, it turns my torso. and I'm looking. So I'm in reverse, my seatbelt's on, I'm looking, I'm covering my brake, my foot's on the brake. If you, as a beginning driver, have your foot on the gas, we can ready to see, it's a chime. Someone is coming, I'm looking, I'm checking, I'm just being really careful. Kind of a little tight angle. All right, back up as far enough as you can. You see me still looking, being careful. Now I'm going to put in drive. I'm turning. I turn hand over hand. There's more than one way to turn the steering wheel. So that's the first question. How do I turn the wheel? Hand over hand, hand to hand. It just depends on your instructor, how you were taught. There's so many different variables. Okay. So now I'm going to go up to the edge and I'm going to make a right turn. I'm looking left, looking right. You have to look. Private driveways, we do not have the right way. We have to yield to traffic. And then I'm going to straighten up. I'm going to switch the angle. I'm waiting for a gap. A gap is the space. And this is where you have to be super patient and wait. And this waiting is like forever. So I try to be quiet and support you. So if you were driving with me, we're just going up to the edge and I'm waiting. And this separates the beginning driver from the intermediate from the advanced. I didn't see the question, I saw it. When the stream ends, I will answer all of your questions. Put your questions in. That's one thing I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and switch angles again. No, in fact, I'm going to keep here. I want you to see the volume of traffic. It's really heavy. I see a car coming, but I'm driving like a beginner driver. I'm hesitant. I'm not sure. Now I'm going to go right into the first lane that goes straight, and I'm in here. Don't tailgate. So we see the rear of the tires. We're checking everything. And by me taking the time to show you this, you're going to learn more, right? I am a state certified driving instructor. Patience, reserve, slow, and steady. Yes, 100% slow and steady. Be consistent. I try to teach my drivers to be consistent. If the speed limit is 50, you need to be about 50. If the speed limit is 45, you need to be about 45. Consistently use your blinker. Consistently keep space. We're in no hurry. We got our paycheck. We don't need chicken right now. Take your time. Don't rush, because if you rush, you're going to run a light. You're going to rear end someone. So I always try to calm my students down. I'm going to go ahead and change the thing again. Yep. So I'm keeping space right now, and traffic is starting to move up. Looks like I got my brother from England. My brother from England. We have to do a podcast. We have to reach out. Reach out to me. Email me. We'll exchange numbers. So here's what I am. I'm at 35 miles an hour. The speed limit is 50, but we can't drive at 50 miles an hour because I'll be on top of cars. So right now, I'm at 50, 5-0. And I'm barely keeping up. So in your mind, you're like, man, I need to go way, way faster. Not necessarily. So I'm taking my time. There's a nice little Mustang to our left, beautiful red car. They might be trying to zoom in and out of traffic. So I'm just taking my time, looking straight ahead. This driver's training car did hit the curves, so the steering wheel is off-centered. It does pull to the right. So if your car's pulling to the right, you kind of have to steer a little bit to the left. I'm just being real with you, and potholes and uneven roads will damage your tires and your suspension. But we can't get mad at the student driver. So I'm maintaining good speed, and I'm just looking ahead, scanning. And I have to see you looking around. I'm going to change angles again. You have to look. You've got to look left. You got to look middle. I'm going to make a right turn up here. I want you to see me looking into the turn. So I'm going to turn on my right blinker. I'm squeezing my brakes. You see me looking to the left. I want to go slow. And I'm going to go easing into the turn, and I'm looking to the left. I'm going to the left, so you see me looking. If I don't see your eyes moving, we're going to end up crashing. I don't want to crash. We're going around something called a J turn. I'm going to change angles again. Here's the J turn. I need to be in the inside lane. A lot of beginners drift from the inside to the outside. That's a driving error. You will fail. There's the stop line. Stop at the line. Now, I can turn on red, or I could wait. Most beginning drivers will wait. I don't want you to pull out in front of traffic. We will get hit. Why? I've had beginning drivers whiff, meaning they hit the brake. and the car's coming. My throat, my stomach is in my throat. So I want you to wait. And we have to be inside by the yellow. We do not cut over lanes. If we do, driving error, failure. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. Pop some questions in. I will try to read them. Once I get back to the office, I will look at your questions. I will send you responses, okay? So right now, I'm just waiting. We got a green. I'm looking. I go right into the first lane. And I'm taking my time. So other questions drivers have, how soon do I slow down? I want to say 3 to 5 cars. A lot of I'm going to show you a beginning driver's stop. See how close I am? And then they slam the brakes, just like that. I literally almost hit them. And now, you see how they moved up? I almost hit them. That's what a beginning driver does. They slam the brake, and we could get rear-ended. If you can't see the rear of the tires, you will get a minus. We need this space because if we get rear-ended, we'll have one collision, and then we'll have the second collision, and if this car breaks down, okay? I'm from the city, and we leave space because people start wilding out, getting crazy, okay? So speaking of getting crazy, the holiday weekend is starting. You see, there's our vulnerable road user to the left. So because she pushed, see, it has changed. So now I'm going to proceed. Keep the questions coming in. I will answer all of them. I don't care if I have 100. So next thing, a lot of beginner drivers, how do I keep my speed? I'm barely pressing the gas. If I press it too hard, I'm going to go really fast. Don't want that. If I don't press it enough, I'm going to show you, here's what beginning driver does. You can kind of see us kind of stalling out. This is what beginning drivers do. They don't press the gas. Now we're going to get tailgated, rear-ended, road raged on. So I'm trying to teach you not to look at the speedometer, but go with the flow of the traffic. So I'm scanning left and right because this is an intersection, and I want to continue. I'm lightly on the gas. I'm at about 48. The speed limit here is 55. So I will be making a left. I'm going to show you how to merge on. There's a lot of heavy traffic, but let's keep it real. So we want to, I see the questions coming in. I can barely see them. So a lot of beginners will say, which lane do I need to get into? I want you in the outside left turn lane because this will take us right onto the expressway. So I'm squeezing my brakes. A lot of beginners will look straight. We'll go right into the ditch. And then I'm turning real easy. I'm going to try to show you what beginning drivers will do. I'm not going to accelerate. I'm going to lift my foot off the gas. Okay, I'm at 33 miles an hour. I'm too slow. This is what beginning drivers do. You have to accelerate. So another driver will say, well, how do I merge on the expressway? You've got to pick up speed. You've got to accelerate. And there's a semi truck coming. So I want you to see this merge. My blinkers on, and I'm accelerating. But a lot of you will lift your foot and go like 40. And I see a semi truck coming and my heart's pounding. So I get right into the nearest lane, and then I cancel my blinker. I came out about 62, it's 70 miles an hour. But you gotta remember, it's Thursday before Labor Day weekend. People are partying, got their check early. I got my check early, and I'm here with you guys. So I'm at 64 miles an hour, looking straight ahead. And remember, the driver's side car hit, a person was making a left turn, and the right passenger side front wheel hit the curb. So the car is kind of pulling, see? It's pulling to the right. See it? That's what beginning drivers do. The car is pulling to the right. So that's what you will do if you look down at the line or you look down at speedometer. So I'm going to show you again. And the car is going to the right. That's what beginning drivers do. So how do you stop this? You look straight ahead. You aim high. A lot of you also squeeze the wheel really hard. So I tell you, drop your hands down a little bit below 9 and 3 because I want you comfortable. Now those rumble strips are telling you that there is a exit coming up to get off. Also, if we continue on this way, we'll continue north to hit our brothers from the north. If you don't know what that is, those are our brothers from Canada. So we have a lot of drivers and trucks coming from Canada. So a truck is broken down, so I'm going to stay a little bit to the left. I don't know what's going on. I'm at 59 miles an hour. Flat tire up there to the right. So you got to know how to change your tire, people. You want me to do a tutorial on that? I will. So I'm maintaining good speed. Going 70 is a waste of time because you're gonna have to slow down very aggressive. Not really worth it. So my speed control is good. I'm at about 67 miles an hour. And this is one of the routes I would take students on. You can see all these backups. So I want to see, they cut me off too. So they took my space. Bad driver. So they took my space. So guys, I'm gonna try to make it. My phone is dying. So what I'm gonna have to do is recharge it, and then I will get out later, right? And show you some other things. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Yeah, my phone is dying, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I can barely see it.